Last weekend, we all got to enjoy the Labor Day kickoff weekend that saw a matchup between legendary powerhouses Ohio State and Notre Dame, not to mention an epic tussle between LSU and Florida State. The slate for this weekend is, well, less compelling. ESPN's College Game Day will be in Austin for Texas versus Alabama at noon, and there is an intriguing Tennessee-Pitt game at 3:30. Thanks to streaming TV, there are also a lot of other games you can watch. Not all of them will be interesting, or even watchable, for normal people. This is where the concept of Sickos comes to the rescue. To begin at the beginning, The Onion, a humor website, sometimes runs fake op-ed-style cartoons from a right-wing perspective. These are drawn by Stan Kelly. The legendary Sickos cartoon features a family digesting some sad news on TV, while an unshaven man with Sickos on his shirt looks on, saying yes. Ha ha ha. Yes. As Know Your Memcom tells us, the image of the sicko began to appear in isolation as a way of expressing a positive reaction to things others might find bad or distasteful, like a truckload of Alfredo sauce tipping over, or the two legendarily boozy fanbases of Washington State and Wisconsin meeting on a muggy Saturday afternoon. College football fans enjoy Twitter. On any given Saturday, there are dozens of games happening at once. The media monoliths of ESPN and Fox tend to focus on a small handful of narratives each week, which means there is a lot of stuff happening under the radar. Some of this stuff can be exciting. A game between an SEC team and a school you've never heard of is tied in the third quarter, or just kind of weird and sad, such as Indiana and Illinois exchanging punts on 5 straight possessions. Will they make it 6 in a row? Will you change the channel on the Alabama game to find out? Yes, you will, and there are sickos out there to keep you posted. To use a cooking analogy, anyone can throw a filet mignon in a pan and have it turn out okay, but if you are working with oxtails, it takes more effort and imagination to make something you can enjoy. Over the last 2 seasons, Sickos' activity has become a little bit more formal. Jason Kirk, of the Shutdown Fullcast, which bills itself as college football's only podcast, chooses a Sickos game of the week as part of his very useful watch grid. Since 2020, the Sickos committee has been focused on curating all things Sicko, and recently added a podcast. Week 2 might be the best weekend of all to convert to the way of Sickos, in that it features Iowa State, a game so consistently painful and dumb that it has garnered the nickname of El Asico College Football, and the media who cover it take it far too seriously. It is a multi-billion-dollar enterprise founded on the whims of where talented 17-year-old kids want to spend a few years of their lives. College football might be good or evil, depending on your perspective, but it is definitely on the chaotic side of the spectrum. Last week, Maine played New Mexico, because reasons. UCLA and Rutgers will be in the same conference soon. Thanks to streaming technology, we all have access to an ungodly number of games each week. Beyond the ESPN headliners, there is chaos, joy, and camaraderie. Embracing the Sickos way will change the way you watch college football forever. Jonathan Beecher Field was born in New England, educated in the Midwest, and teaches in the South. He also sometimes writes for Avidly and Commonplace.